Can't use wanna. I can't use no. I can't use means. The word in as an N. Half of that word. Half, literally half of that word is the letter N. I have so many good ideas that all have the letter N in them. What's up, guys? My name is Connor, and today I'm going to be doing a brand new songwriting challenge. So if you've happened to catch the last couple of these that I've done, they've been very challenging. This time, I'm going to change it up a little bit, but do something that might prove to be equally as difficult. Or not, we'll see. But I'm going to write an entire song without using any words that have the letter N. I have no idea how this is going to go. It could go very smoothly, we could get a great song, or it could be a complete disaster full of clunky, awkward English. So only one way to know for sure. So that's the main goal. I'm not really putting any constraints on the melody or the chord progression I use. I'm going to be using piano instead of guitar today, so changing it up a little bit there. But to pick the topic, I've got this book that I grabbed from my desk about 2 feet away from me that I've kind of been half-heartedly reading. Deep Work by Cal Newport. It's a productivity book. But I'm gonna be opening this up and pointing at a random word. And if the word is like an interesting word that can be the basis for a song, and if the word does not have the letter N in it, I can use it as my song topic. So let's see how this goes. All right, just gonna close my eyes, open this up, point to something, and we'll see what we get. Wealth. Okay. Wealth is pretty good. There's some proof for you right there. Let's do one more. Wealth is good, but I want to combine it with something else. I feel like wealth by itself is just too free. I can do too much with that. I want to make it a little harder on myself. Okay, picking another word. Get. It's not going to cut it. Let's try that again. Close my eyes, pick a word. George. Nope. Proper noun. Let's try it one more time. Speaking. That has the letter N. Darn. All right, for real this time. This is the one. Role, R-O-L-E. Okay, I guess we're talking about the role of wealth. I've already got ideas. I think we can roll with this. No pun intended. All right, let me get my notebook from my backpack, which I always forget to do before I start recording. We've got wealth and we've got role. All right, so what I'm thinking lyrically is, I mean, it seems like the obvious thing is to talk about how wealth is important to get to like a baseline standard of living, but after a certain point, it's more about the other important tenets of human existence. You know, your relationships, the things you do that make you happy, fulfilling other needs, because wealth is not the end all be all. So where my head goes is wealth is just a small portion of the pie. What can I do with that? I could tell a story about somebody who started dirt poor. Maybe like growing up as a child, they didn't have much. And then they just worked really hard. And as they worked hard and kind of climbed the ladder, they got a family, they got a good job, they had healthy friendships, good home, basically everything that they had wanted as a kid. But then that impulse to accumulate wealth as a result of the baggage of their childhood drove them to push to extremes in that direction. And everything that they had accumulated along the way that was meaningful or that mattered to them, they lost. I feel like I want to pick another word or put another constraint on it, but I feel like this is going to be hard enough to do without the letter N. So I think I just have to get started here. All right, let's pick a piano part. Let's see what we can do about playing something. Storytelling song. Okay, I kind of like that. I think that's a good starting point. So I think I want to start with the chorus on this song. Last time I started with the verse. But I think the chorus makes more sense. If I'm telling the story, then I need to come up with a chorus that can tie the entire story together. And I don't want to call out wealth or greed too specifically during the chorus. I want to see what I can do about that. All that matters. Okay, there's something in there. There's something to that. Let's see. The word in is the first thing that comes to mind to start this, but half of that word, literally half of that word is the letter N. I would die for a dream. Yeah, that works. Vivid, visceral, sets up the rest of the chorus well, and most importantly, I'm not using the forbidden letter. I wanna know what it means. Can't use wanna, I can't use no, I can't use means. I'm gonna say like nothing's what it seems. Nothing obviously has 2 N's in it. What it seems is okay. What it seems, what it seems, what it seems. I would die for a dream, but is that dream what it seems? That's not bad. But is that dream what it seems? I think I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. I have so many good ideas that all have the letter N in them. I'm climbing up the ladder. I can't use climbing. I can't use climbing. As the view from the top of the ladder. I feel like this is the second half. The I would die for a dream, but is that dream what it seems? I'm checking this super carefully because it's going to be really embarrassing if an N sneaks in there and I just don't notice it. Okay, I've got another melody idea. I feel like this might be just a really big, beefy chorus. I don't know what really matters. I like that. Could it be? I don't know what really matters. Now, obviously, don't and no are forbidden. Don't. It's gonna be hard because can't also has an N. Will I see? Okay, all of those words work. The air gets harder to breathe. The air gets harder to breathe. Afraid of heights and something. Oh God, I wish the word lonely didn't have an N in it. See, this is good because these are all the words I usually gravitate to, and now I'm forced to find alternatives. So this is actually really, I think, a good thing to be doing. But man, not easy. The air gets harder to breathe. It gets harder to something. The something gets harder to something. Something gets harder to something. What else gets harder as you would get like higher in the air? I mean, you're more likely to get sunburn, right? It gets colder, less atmospheric pressure. What does that mean? I don't know how that would feel. Would you get a headache? You'd probably get a headache. Okay. Again, I have ideas. They just all have the letter N. I can think of a bunch of 4-letter words I want to say right now that don't have the letter N. Open. Open air would be so good, and I can't do it. Mystery, do I see what really matters? I think I got it. Please tell me there's no N in that. I've looked carefully. I don't see one. I think I'm okay. Okay, I feel like there's a second half of the chorus that I need here. I think it's no pre-chorus or a very short pre-chorus in this song. Verses kind of tell the story. Maybe there's a short bridge, and then the chorus is where the magic happens. I see a kid with a hoe, so small and so far below. Okay, I think I'm good so far. I can't use the word and. Oh God, I can't use the word and. Oh man, I didn't even think of that until now. I can't use the word and. I would. Nope, that's not right. What if I take it down a little bit? Okay, I think this will work. Whatever comes, I'll move on. I think that's a chorus. I think that's a chorus. Woo! Let's go. All right, hopefully the verses are easier. I think I'm just gonna keep the verses kind of short and really lean into the storytelling component, like just fragments. I'm not gonna tell the full story. I think I can be tactful about word economy here. I kind of have to be, right? Because the more words I have, the more I have to avoid the letter N. I've done a lot of the heavy lifting for this song just trying to get this chorus right. Let's see what I can do with these verses. A boy, just 12, lives on the outskirts of hell. Lives on, on is killing me. Lives by the outskirts. I think that's fine. I think I get away with that. It's a synonym, I almost said cinnamon. God, I'm tired. What's a synonym for taboo? Like it's taboo to escape. Because I like that sentiment, but I don't like that word. Metal wall keeps him home. Something like that. But I feel like you'd think literal metal wall. I feel like if there's something else I can say there. So this is obviously the part of the story where it's talking about this, person in the story as a kid, just really like struggling with poverty and all of the societal ailments that come along with that. Gravity keeps him home. I like that. And I don't think gravity keeps him home. Yes, I can use it. Okay, I've got a good second verse here, but there's a rhyming issue. All the other boys, they treat him like he's a play. Home doesn't rhyme with play, and that's an issue. So, what can I do about this? Gravity keeps him in place. Okay, and then if you listen, you can hear him say. Obviously, there's N's there, but something like that for pre-chorus. The word in has an N. Gravity bars escape. Thwart. Gravity thwarts escape. Blocks escape. Bars escape. There's so much scribbling in this notebook. So many N's that I've just scribbled out. But someday he'll say. A 4-word pre-chorus. It doesn't get much better than that. All right. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And the top of the left. I forgot the chorus melody. I'll figure it out later. It's fine. Let me write verse 2. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break to get some more water. Oh God, I moved my keyboard and it's in the way. Just a guy. All right. Just a guy, 35. And yes, I checked. There is no N in 35. Loves his kids, loves his wife. Fast car, big house, looks like he figured it out. Far away, you'll hear him say. And then it goes to the chorus. Okay, that's 2 verses. So I think what I want to do is like a short bridge and then another like soft verse and then go into the chorus one more time. Yeah, we're almost done with this. I think I've done it so far. I've gotten a little careless. I'm going to go back and check it all at the end. Don't worry. So if you're pulling your hair out because I've missed an end somewhere, hang tight. We're going to figure this out. But I have a bridge and one more verse, and the verses are actually coming pretty easily. I think the chorus had to be so specific that after agonizing over that, the verses seem much more straightforward now. It's kind of like the chorus, and it keeps some of that motif that's like the third stanza in the chorus. That's songwriter speak. Sorry about that. Go watch my other videos if you didn't understand that. There's a voice from the dark. There's a hole where the heart is supposed to be. I'm gonna clean up this piano part. Don't worry. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix everything. Sound like a politician. That's not good. Okay, there might be an N in this, but let's find out. The ladder shakes from the weight. Someday the ladder will break. I think I got away with it. I think I got away with it in the bridge. Avoiding the word in was the hardest part. It's actually been harder than the word and so far to avoid. Because I wanted to say things like there's a voice in the dark, there's a hole in the heart. But you can't do that. You can't do that in a song without ends. Okay, now I just need one more verse. Okay, I have to change the bridge. I have to make it really obvious what happens to him. I mean, not really obvious, but more obvious. Otherwise, it's just going to seem like a depressing story. The moral needs to come through. From the cold steel greed, he gave it all away. Oh my god, I think that's it. I think I did it. Wow, okay, I think I have a completed song. I'm gonna scan this very carefully to make sure that I actually did this right. But that's all we got. Yeah, kind of feels anticlimactic. I just wrote another line and then all of a sudden the song was done. But here we are. So, as always, thank you guys for sticking around for this long if you've made it to the end. Really appreciate you taking this very painful and arduous journey with me. You guys are the best. Really appreciate the support. Hopefully this was fun for you. It was definitely fun for me, even if I complained the whole time. And yeah, that's it. The next thing you will see will be my final recording of the song. Peace. A boy, just 12, lives by the outskirts of hell. Poverty blocks escape. Devoid of toys, all the other boys, they treat him like he's a play. But someday he'll say, the air gets harder to breathe. I feel a chill from the breeze. But what a view from the top of the ladder. I see a kid from back home, so small, so far below. Holds out hope for his happily ever after. Just a guy, 35, lucky to feel so alive. Loves his kids, loves his wife. Oh, fast car, big house, looks like he figured it out. A good show for the bright lights. From far away you'll hear him say, the air gets harder to breathe. I feel a chill from the breeze. But what a view from the top of the ladder. I see a kid from back home, so small, so far below. Holds out hope for his happily ever after. Whatever comes, I'll move on. However hard the climb, I will see this through. It's just a matter of time. I would die for a dream, but is that dream what it seems? Mystery, do I see what really matters? There's a voice from the dark, there's a hole where the heart is supposed to be. The ladder shakes from the weight, someday the ladder will break from the cold steel green. Old age like a cave sits at the edge of the lake. Hollow tears are his oasis. Placid surface below. If he looks real close, he might see their faces. He gave it all away. The air gets harder to breathe. I feel a chill from the breeze. But what if you, from the top of the ladder, I see a kid from back home, so small, so far below, holds out hope for his happily ever after. Whatever comes, I'll move on, however hard the climb. I will see this through, it's just a matter of time. I would die for a dream, but is that dream what it seems? Mystery, do I see what really matters? Oh, oh, do I see what really matters?